surge of ICE officers to Minnesota comes directly after allegations of widespread fraud by daycare centers run by Somali immigrants engulfed the state in controversy. Those scams, allegedly fleecing taxpayers of billions of dollars, drew concern and condemnation across the country, including from President Trump. The staggering sums of money involved are only part of the story. Perhaps an even bigger scandal is how long the fraud went on. Now, a NewsNation investigation has pieced together a disturbing paper trail that appears to show officials were warned that the fraud was happening years earlier. Our investigative correspondent, Rich McHugh, has been following the story and the money that traces all the way from the land of the 10,000 lakes to the war-torn wastelands of East Africa, quite possibly ending in the hands of terrorist group. Rich, what have you found?
Hi, Elizabeth. So a retired naval intelligence officer says he tracked hundreds of millions of dollars flowing from fake Minneapolis daycares through suitcases at Minneapolis Airport to Somalia, straight to the terror group Al-Shabaab. Philip Parrish was part of the Joint Terrorism Task Force in 2016. He connected the dots to U.S.-designated terror fronts. His ignored warnings tonight raised new questions about fraud and taxpayer dollars.
In 2016, we were already tracking that it was adding up to hundreds of millions of dollars. And that was just what we were tracking then.
In 2016, Philip Parrish, then a lieutenant in the Navy, was ordered to join the Joint Terrorism Task Force and follow the flow of money to terror groups in Africa and the Middle East. Then he found an alarming tie to the U.S.
There's an interesting pattern here happening where the money's coming out of Minneapolis International Airport. Well, where is it coming from? Are they getting it in Minneapolis? Where is it coming from? Well, that led to then some research about a list of fake companies. Well, it's all cash that's coming out of these fake daycares and/or daycares with inflated numbers.
Parrish connected the dots for military operations abroad. How much money?
Hundreds of millions. You know, when you're talking suitcases of evidence reports, of suspicious activity reports from banking, TSA reports from the airport, and then the military side of the house tracking who it got to, you're talking about tens of thousands, $300,000, $500,000, all these different varying amounts daily. The open source material will tell you every other week out of Terminal 2. But it was daily.
In 2016, 2017, you were with JTTF, and in your professional, opinion and experience, the money that you saw leaving Minneapolis Airport, the hundreds of millions of dollars, was that ending up in the hands of terrorists?
Yes.
No doubt about it.
Direct portions of it were ending up in the hands of terrorists, absolutely. All the way from pirate boats being bought to essentially the administration of a terrorist network administratively.
Parrish said they tracked the money couriers to the Netherlands, then to Nairobi, Kenya, then straight into Mogadishu, into money exchanges called hawalas, the same exchanges that the Department of Treasury had already designated in 2012 as fronts for the terror group Al-Shabaab. And while the military depended on his reports, he says the public has largely ignored them.
Hundreds of men and women like me know the truth. It's been the truth all along. We don't know why we've been ignored, other than thieving and grifting, a culture of thieving and grifting that was intentional, no matter how it started.
Parrish retired from the Navy in 2019 as a lieutenant commander. He's now running for governor here as a Republican. He lays most of the blame, he says, on what he calls the Democratic establishment here, but he's clear. He says politicians on both sides of the aisle, Elizabeth, were well aware of this for years. Back to you.
Pretty shocking. Rich McHugh, thanks so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.